Good morning, everyone. Okay, so in today's class, we'll look into this how to create controls in the Power Apps application and also Microsoft multi-factor authentication. Okay, so before going to that, I'm sharing my screen. Just confirm whether you are able to see my screen or not. Yeah, I have shared my screen. You are able to see my screen, right? Yes, thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. So last time we have created admin portal and we have registered with the Microsoft 365 account, and so it was asked. It was created only basic authentication. Okay, so whenever you are trying to log in, it will ask you for sign in. Okay, so for this we required, as I told you in the beginning, it required multi-factor authentication. So for that, we'll look into this multi-factor authentication today first. Then we will look into this application and controls. Okay. When it asks you for sign in, please go ahead and register with the multi-factor authentication. So if you want to skip also, you can skip, no worries. Okay. So while log into your application, this will ask you for multi-factor authentication. Okay. So my Microsoft Authentication is an app. Okay, this will register your account. Okay, so this Microsoft Authenticator will have an application in the Play Store. You can download that and you can install. After installing your multi-factor this Authenticator app. Okay, so now you can navigate from here. Okay, click on next. So this will generate one QR code. So once you install your application in your mobile, so once you open that mobile, so this will ask you to create or add another account in the Authenticator app. So in the top right corner, so we will have some three dots. So in that, once you click on that, you'll get one option, add account. So once you click on this add account, this is multi-factor authentication. So not this is not similar to this. This multi-factor authentication is common for O365. This is this for O365 account. So you can use this multi-factor authenticator throughout your O365 account. Sorry, applications. Okay. So in that, after clicking on this add account, okay, I'll show you one thing. I'll write down here. So okay. Okay. So select add account. So once you open that, then you need to choose other account. So here we will get three options. So three options we have. One is personal account. This is completely different. And work or school account. This is your office or any organizational email account. Okay. So then the other one is other account. Okay. So in this, choose other account. So once you click on it, scan the QR code. So we have already based on this click on next and next. So we got this QR code, right? So just click on that and just scan this QR code. Once you scan this QR code, the account automatically added to your accounts list. Okay. So once it is added to your accounts list, then just come to this window and click on next. So once you click on it, this will ask you to approve. Okay. So just I got the notification. So click on this approve. Once you approve it, so then it is approved, notification approved. You'll get a message that like this, notification approved. So now your Microsoft Authenticator, using your Microsoft Authenticator, your account has been registered with this application. Okay. So you need to provide your mobile number. So like this, we have our applications or any data we have, so highly secure. So you will get a message to your mobile. So this is your verification code. Will send an email, sorry, message to your mobile number. You need to enter your verification code here. Then click on next. SMS verified. See this. So successfully verified your code, which is sent to your mobile. So you need to install this Authenticator app in your mobile. Okay. So if you want to choose, if you want to install right away, also you can install and follow these steps. Okay. So this will ask you to register with first O365 account. Okay. So our mobile number verified and Microsoft Authenticator is verified. So this is how our application is completely secured, and it is follows the multi-factor authentication. Okay, done. Now our application is secured and enabled with multi-factor. So multi-factor authentication is also very important to this O365 applications. Yeah, this is completely related to our account. So we already created our account in Microsoft, right? This one. So this using this account. So this account register with your Authenticator app. Okay. So every time, whenever you are planning to log into this O365 application, this will ask you to approve this complete security. Okay. So the or else you will get an SMS like verification code. You will get, and then you have to enter this that particular verification code into this box, and you need to verify. Yes, it is mandatory. Why? Because by default, all O365 applications are enabled with multi-factor authentications. Microsoft is providing this default feature. So authentication is done. Okay. So your application is completely secured now. So this is how we can configure our account into this Authenticator app, and we can. This is how we can enable multi-factor authentication for 365. This is completely about secured account. Okay. So here it is. Security is applying on 3 levels. Okay. First one is username and password, and the second option is your Authenticator app approved, and the other one is SMS verification code. Okay, these are the 3 steps. Okay, so out of these 3, one is mandatory, that is your email ID and password you need to enter. On top of this username and password, you have to enter either verification code or you need to approve from your mobile using Authenticator app. Any one of these. Okay, so here 2 times your authentication is happening. Okay, so this is how our application perform a security. Okay, there is no there is no leakage of any data from your application, or there is no chance to track your email and passwords and everything. So this is completely secure. You can use until and unless once you approve from your side, then only your account will be logged. Otherwise, it will not log in to your application. Okay. Any questions? This multi-factor authentication, you may get by the time of registering your O365 account immediately, or it will take some time. So after some time also, it will ask you for register with Authenticator. But there is a time difference, but it is a mandatory. This is only one-time activity to register your account in multi-factor authentication, and every time you need to approve or send enter your verification code. It's a trial period, so whenever your account is active in O365, so till that you can use this account. In general, our account will not expire in any organization till you are in that particular organization. Once you left from the organization, then your account will be deactivated. That's it. Till that time, your account is still active, and that account will be working with multi-factor authentication once you are able to, once you are enable this authenticator. Okay. Any questions? Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. And okay, today we will look into this application, how to create application, how to create a control and control properties. We will look into that. Okay. So first we will create one canvas application. Creating this. Okay, this is our environment. Okay, So this is our complete window. This is user window. So user can see this any control in within this box. Okay. So by default it is not published. So there is a reason we are getting a space to left and right. So once it is published, then you will get this space. So this will occupy entire window. Okay. So now we are into development mode. So that's why it is coming like this. Okay. So here by default we need to create without any screen you cannot control to this. So while creating itself, by default we will get one screen. On top of it, you want to add any screens, so you can add from here. I will explain you what are all these type of screens in later sessions. Okay. So by default we will get a screen here. So on screen you have to create a controls. Okay. So before going to this control section, so we have created this application. Okay. So we got some default features, default options here. So what is this app and what is this screen? Okay. So what are all these features? So on app application and app. So what we can do and what type of code we can write in this app. Okay. This is like as I told you earlier, it is a app, it is application completely. Okay. So before loading the application, anything if you want to perform, okay, you need to write a code on this app options. Like in app we have different types of options we have. Okay. So like this, based on our requirement we can choose. By default, see this on start we have. So on app on start we can write a code here. In real time scenario, if you compare this where we can use this app on start event. So in real time scenario, like for example you are logging to your application. So before going to application, the application should authenticate whether your account is registered with that particular application or not, whether that particular application is uh, your account is having that particular application. So the type of access related or any data related before loading the application, if you want to perform anything, then you can perform or you can add code here, just like that. For example, you are a user. On start, you want to perform your any authentication type of thing. So user, we have a direct user function here. Okay. So you can simply select that user dot. We have email ID, full name, image. So we have like this. Okay. So these are all O365 options we get. You have any image, your image into this particular email. If it is registered, then automatically you will get your image. This is your full name and your email ID. So you can read all these three options. So for example, our database filled with all the records and different types of users. So if your user account is registered with our application, whether it is registered or not. So whenever we click on this email, this will return our user email ID. Okay. So this will return our user email ID. So you can read this email ID. Yeah, this is O365 account. From where we got this email, your full name and image, right? So this is completely O365 details. So we already we have created this account, right? I'll show you how we can get this. Okay, this is our account. Okay, login account. Okay, so here you can read what are the details we have registered in this. Previously we have registered, right, using these options. We have registered all the details. So this is completely O365 account So O365 account details we can read from our application here. Okay. So I'll show you how we can read this username and this one. Okay. So before going to that, I'm explaining you how what is this app. Okay. So this is completely related to this app. Whether your application is like if you want to perform any actions, or if you want to do anything before loading the application, you can use this app on start event. Okay. So before going to this, here we have name. Okay. And here app name we have PS app. While creating, we have given this application name and this description. So this is about your application details. So what is this application, and why we use this application, why we have developed this application. So if you want to write anything about your application, so you can write some simple description here about your application. Confirm exit while closing your application. So whether it will show you a prompt, okay, before closing this, so where you can close it or not. Okay. Next, confirm exit message. So while leaving it, this will ask you your uh, message. This will prompt, right? So this is completely depend on this confirm exit. In this confirm exit, this is message one displayed there. Okay. So back enabled and instrumentation key, this is completely different. Here we will get one application key. So that application is not key is not available for this trial, and this is also not available for this trial. So you will get once your license or your application, I mean your account is completely to that licensed one, then you will get these features. Okay. So you don't worry about these features. Okay. So you need not to worry about these features. Just here you are mainly concentrate on this particular on start. This is the only thing you need to concentrate. Okay. App start and okay, and confirm exit message and confirm exit message. Yeah, this confirm exit, whether it's confirm, I mean your confirming your application is closing or not. Okay. Next, advanced. See this. Some of the all the features here we can do this by using mouse. Okay, you can enable simply, and in advanced you need to type. That's it. That is the only difference here. See this on start. I have given already user.email. I got here this confirm exit true. Here we are enabling just this one confirm exit yes or no. We need to write true or false here. Okay. This is minimum screen height and screen width. This. Okay. This is about the screen. You can modify this one. Okay. Depend on your requirement. Okay. This is all about this app feature. Okay. So in app by default, your app will get one screen. Why? Because on this app we cannot add any control. There is no customization one bot. Customizations are completely related to your application, like inside, not on window. It is inside. Customization means, see, in window level, if you want to do any customization like height and width, if you want to do, if you want to modify, you can modify. And uh, on top of that, what type of customization you are expecting? Like mobile, you can develop in mobile. Yeah, that we can do. Why? Because see this app settings in yesterday class I have already told you, right? In the settings display. See this size we have by default 16 by 9 we have. So if you want to apply anything custom here, see this width and height you can modify. See this, change the screen size, apply. Okay, and close. See this the size of the window, right? So this is how you can uh, set your custom height and width. Okay, so by default uh, you cannot choose okay this application. Why? Because by default you will get 16 by 9 feature. So if you are developing any this feature is any to that particular device, so then only you have to choose it. Okay, see this like this you can zoom in, zoom out, you can do this. Okay, so now we need to do some design. Okay, so before going to that particular control, what is screen? Screen is it like a display window where you can add your controls and where you can add your all like application design, everything you need to perform on top of this screen. Okay, this is the screen. Within the screen only whatever you want to do you can. Okay, so before adding to this control we need to know about this screen. Okay, so this is the screen properties. Okay, this is screen properties and this is the screen name. Okay, so naming convention should start from scr like this. This is your screen. Okay, or else you can directly give home like this. Okay, you can simply you will get like this home screen. And coming to this fill, this is your about your background color. So how you want to choose what type of color you want, you can choose from here, or else any like any custom code you have color code, then you can apply here. This is you will get color code combination of this RGBA. So you can copy that custom code and you can enter here. That's it. This is your custom color selection and this is standard color selection. Okay, so this is like this we can change our background color of that particular skin. So why? Because so backend is like this. If you want to add anything on top of this color, you can add. I'll show you that. Okay, or else if you don't want any like any color combinations or anything, if you don't want, so you want any image control, then you can choose add image. Okay, now yeah, this is our background image. Okay, so or else you want to change anything, it's light color. Why? Because dark color you cannot see any controls on top of it. Later you can modify otherwise. Just give me a minute. Okay, so we have an image here. Series. Okay, so you can add your any type of image in background, whether it is a dark or a light. Based on that, if it is a light color, there is no, I mean, there's a little bit of modification to your controls, your control color combinations and everything. Okay, so these are all different positions, image position we have. So in this image, it is fitting to this exactly. It is center. It is how it looks like, and it is filled. It is completely occupied the entire screen. Okay, this is fit exact our image size. Okay, this will not worry about this window. So what is the size exactly it will come? So this will occupy that particular size in the window. Okay, it is stretching your image. That is the reason it is coming like this. Okay, and tiles. We have different like this tiles. Okay, so like this we can add image and we can simply choose fill option. Okay, so like this we can add a image, background image, and we can apply this color, background color. Okay, image positions. So this is all about our screen. Okay, so these are the three properties of the screen. Now coming to this advanced. Okay, this is, so here we have three sections, not three, I think two, three, yeah, three sections we have. So one is action, the other one is data, and the other one is design. Okay, now, so in action, on visible, on hidden. Okay, so these are the two actions. So here, like this, in app, before loading the application, what type of actions, what type of action you are performing. So same this just like this, while opening the screen. Okay, if the screen is loading, means on visible. So the screen is showing to the user. Okay, once it is showing to the user, before showing to the user, if you want to do anything related to that particular screen, then you can add your uh, actions here, any type of thing, or whether it is declaring a variable to that particular screen or loading any data before loading that particular screen. Okay, so it is showing on hidden. On hidden means while closing the application, then you can write any, or if you want to dispose any object, or if you want to change the variable while closing the screen. Okay, so these are the two events we have for the screen. This is for opening while opening the screen. This is hidden while closing the screen. These are the two events we have. So, and coming to this data and background image, we have given that image and the content language. Now images don't have any language, right? So that's why it is completely empty. For anything, we don't have any different type of languages. If it is a completely the different like countries or anything. So if you want to change content language or anything, you can change here. So this is also nothing to worry. By default, we will get English. Or if you want to change anything, you can change. But images is, it is completely different. Coming to this design, fill, image position, height, width. Okay, these are all different properties. Okay, so this is completely different, loading spinner and loading spinner color. Okay, so here we have, this is controls data we need to add. So by default it is none, there is no control, nothing. Okay, Nothing to worry about this one. Here you need to concentrate on your width and height and the image position and image color fill and what type of image you are providing and loading your screen. Okay, on visible what you want to do, on hidden what you want to do. That's it. These are the two things and these properties. You need to concentrate on those things. In real-time scenarios, for example, we are navigating to one screen to another screen. So while navigating from one screen to another screen, we need to pass some variables from one screen to another screen, or there is a dependency on the previous screen. Okay, then you need to write anything before loading the screen. So that you need to apply, or you need to write that particular code in on visible here. Okay, so in real-time scenario, by default we will get list of the records. So all the list of records based on your login, it will filter. Okay, so once you are navigating to that particular record from home screen to any other screen, right, we are in real time we have a form. Okay, so we want to see all the data in the form. Okay, so there might be a dependency on the home screen. Why? Because if we provide any option in the home screen, based on that home screen option selection, so there might be a change in the next screen. So in that case, you need to write that particular screen on visible. We are navigating from here to next screen. So what is the next screen? That next screen on visible, we need to write the code here. Okay, so coming back from that screen to home screen, then you need to write, if you want to do anything, then you can write here. So this is how these two options are available. Okay, so any questions on screen properties and advanced? This is just like back and forth or navigating from between the screens. That's it. Here, no need to worry about this. You need to worry about your controls and logic. Thank you. And now here we are ready with the application. We are ready with the screen. Now coming to the controls. Okay. So what are all different controls where it will available? Okay. Here on top of this menu, in the menu we have an insert option. Click on that. Sure, definitely. I will show you. I will show you when we are discuss about these screens. We have multiple right here. So when we are discussing about the screens, so I'll show you everything. Okay. So we got this default screen. These are all properties. These are all default properties for every screen. So that is the reason I have explained you different properties, everything. Okay. So back and forth, how we can navigate and how to pass parameters between the screens and on load or on visible and on hidden, how we can do actions. So I will show you while discussing these screens. Okay. So we have a screens here. Okay. So that there we can discuss. Now, yeah. Now we need to add a control. So in general, in any other languages, if you want to create any control, you need to write some code. Okay. So here you need not to write any code here. Just if you are displaying like username and password, for example, some two text boxes if you want to create. Okay. Simply click on this. See this, your label added here. Okay. You can drag and drop anywhere in this window, anywhere you can add it here. Okay. Username. I have given this. Yeah, this is the label. This is our label name. Okay. So as per the Microsoft standards, we need to start naming convention of your label starts with LBL user name like this. What is the name? Okay, that starts with LBL. Okay, like this. So this is our label. Okay, so here we need to concentrate on the properties and advanced. These are all properties. 80% of the properties are common for all the controls. So once, if you are familiar with all these options in the label control, then you can drag and drop any control and you can modify, design everything. Okay. These are all properties and advanced options we have. Okay, so let's talk about this properties. Here text. So what is the text you are displaying to that particular label? Okay, I said username, for example. This is username. See this. Automatically username came. Okay. So now font size. Sorry, font style. What type of font you are using? It is a bold, is like this or anything. So font format. These are fonts are available in our Power Apps. Okay. You can select anything. Okay. So by default we will get open source, I think. This is our font size. So these all features are coming from MS Office. Okay, I'll show you that. Take this word. Okay, so okay, see this. So this is your text. Okay, for this text you have these options. See this, all these options. Okay, font color, here this background color, this one, and font size and font format we have. Okay, so like this, a number of features. So same these features we have in Power Apps. Okay, so same like that you can apply here. Whether it is a bold, italic, and underline, and strikeout, all these are available in our properties. Okay, I'll show you those things. That's why I told you in the beginning, if you know the MS Office, how to apply some formatting options in the MS Office, then you will get automatically, you can design your application here. Okay, so this is font size. Font size, if you want to make it as 20, see this, automatically it is increasing. See this, it is 50. Okay, so in development it is showing here like this. Okay, so when you run this application, it looks like this, username. Okay, so in the development it is showing very small, but in while running this application you get like this. So this is font size. If you want to make it change in the font size, you can change. Background means
Hello?
yeah, background means
No, sir, you ran the this one, right? Code. So background, how internally how this code compiled.
it's already predefined and compiled code. So nothing to worry about background process and everything. It is by default Microsoft providing all these features. Predefined controls and precompiled code we have. So only functions we need to use. So background or any internal, so you no need to worry about that. Okay, nobody knows about that. What is the function behind that function? What is the logic and what is the code we have written? Okay, so that's why they have written Microsoft written everything compiled code from their end on this particular tool. But simply options to drag and drop and use those functions. That's it. Okay. See why, because why I'm telling in any tool you are using, just I'm selecting this and I am applying some color and background color I'm applying. So behind this, how the logic is working or how the functionality is working, what is the code they have written, nobody knows about that. Okay, even from our side also nothing to worry about that. Okay, whatever the features Microsoft is providing to us, and then we can use and we can build our application. Okay, so this is our font size. This is font weight. What type of like it is a bold. You can see this semi bold, normal, light. Okay, see this. So any type of mode, what type of mode based on your requirement, you can choose your mode. By default, it is I think semi bold. Sorry, normal. Yes. Okay. See this. These are all these option, and font option is from we can see this in MS Word. See font style, italic, underline, and strikeout. You can choose italic. Automatically, the font is changed to italic. Okay. So for this, I'll do one thing. Okay. It is automatically changed to italic. If it is underline, you can make it as underline. If it is strikeout, you can make it strikeout. You are not doing anything, just you are simply selecting your options. That's it. That is the advantage of this tool. Okay, that's it. This is about our font style. Text alignment. Okay, text alignment, it starts from left to right. Okay, so left to right, it is in the middle. For example, our text is like this, suppose label. Okay, so by default it is coming from left to right, and this is center. This is right side that particular label control. Okay, this is justify. It is also coming from left only. Okay, so there is much difference between left and justify. Okay, we can simply use left or right or in the middle. Okay, in which scenarios we use this left, right, and middle? For example, our title. For example, our page is like this. We have given one label. Okay, so our label starts from left. Okay, now in general any window the title should be in the middle, right? So like this, you can apply in the middle, and you can write request form like this. Okay, you can increase the size. Okay, you can make it bold. See this request form. By default, it will come from here, from center and right. So any title in the form, it should be in the middle. Okay. Now alignment and where we in real time. So where we use different options like this. Okay, in the title. For example, for controls. Okay. So for controls, simply we can add this text. Okay. So we have only one text, one label here, and another, for example, text box here. Simply, I'm explaining you text box here. Okay. So in general, all should this label should be starts from left to this text box in general. We should not get any gap between this label and this text box. So here, what we can do, we can simply use right. See this automatically the text is starts from this right and it is immediate to this text box. Right? We look into this text box. Just for example, I have added this text box here. Okay. So, for example, our text is like more. For example, it is showing only to that particular within the how much text it is showing. It is showing the text. No, it's based on our requirement. I want an entire text. Then we have auto height option here below this. So once you click on this auto height, it will adjust to that particular text automatically. Automatically, it will adjust. See this. How many how much data you are entering into that particular label, it will automatically adjust to that text. Means it is based on that text you are entering. Based on that, it is adjusting their control height. Okay, you can simply use that name. Okay, you have added. See this automatically it adjusts to that height. Okay, so this is how we can uh, adjust the auto height. So in real time scenario, where it will be useful in real time scenario. For example, in our form, here we have three controls, but in three columns we have. So three columns means username, next is password, and the other one is email address. Like this, we have in one single row we have three controls. So in that case, for example, text is huge text. So in that case, automatically we need to adjust the height. You need to fix the width and you need to auto adjust the height. So that will be fixed to that particular width. Within the width, it will increase the height. That's it. So there we can add like this. See this. It is overlapping. All right. So okay, here see this. It is overlapping and it is not adjusting as it is. So here, if you want to make it auto height or if it is anything, okay, you can choose here and see this. This is the control. Auto height is off. It is now auto height is see this. Automatically it is adjusting. All right. So if our form is developing like this, there the text may be very small, text may be bigger than this. So in that case, we can adjust the height automatically. Or else, if you want to provide any description about your any like form or anything, if you want to make it any description, okay, so you want to within this like this, okay, here you want to provide any description to that particular screen, so here you can add. For example, it is if it is a static, you no need to worry about this auto hide. Okay, if it is dynamic, dynamic means you are not providing your uh, data. It is coming from database based on the user or based on the application, based on some data. There is a lot of difference in the description. Okay, so for some use it is a less amount of data you have. Okay, so for the in that case you can for example you can write some text here. I'll show you this. This is our text. So I have given. Okay, so when I ran this series, the text is not coming properly here. Okay, see this. When we enable this auto hide option, see this automatically adjusted to that particular height and everything we can see. Okay, so here we cannot use right alignment right. Okay, but because we are displaying some data, so we need to choose left. Once you use left, this will come like this. Okay. So this is about this auto hide. Okay, so line height, you don't need to worry about this one. Okay, see this, you cannot use any line height here. By default 1.2, that's it. It is showing the difference between the lines. Okay, so by default we'll get 1.2 only. You can make it 1.2 itself. You don't need to change anything, or based on requirement, if you want to do any changes, you can change. Okay, that's it, simple. And here overflow and display, this will not be applicable to this uh, this control, label control. Why? Because it is these are the default properties we are getting from different controls. That's why we got it. So overflow, hidden, or scroll. If you want to make it scroll, you can show it scroll. When we can hidden, is hidden. Okay. For example, this is coming or not. I think it is not. It will not come. Yeah, we got it now. Okay, so here we already adjusted auto height, right? So auto height we have adjusted. So in that case, it should not we should not select this crop. Why? Because if we select auto height, so it is automatically adjusted. No need to worry about our scroll option. Okay, so if your label is fixed, okay, so then you need to worry about the scroll. If it is not fixed, you are enabling this auto hide, then you need to select this scroll. See this, automatically our scroll will come like this. Okay, so in real-time scenarios, in general, we are not displaying, we will not display any data with the scroll. It is automatically auto hide with the auto hide option. So you will get like this. So very rare scenarios in real time you will get. Okay, there's nothing to worry about. This one is always in hidden. So that's why this is completely depend on this auto hide. And coming to this display mode, editable, we edit, disable, and view. By default, we will get like this. Okay, so it is in read mode only. Why? Because label is always in read. Okay, now it is in disabled. See this, the color code has changed for disabled. Even for disable like this, we can change our property editable to disable. If it is a label, always in read mode, so nothing to worry about view, disabled, and edit. This is view mode. See this, there is no difference. Okay, so this is the property is common for others also, like text box or drop downs others. So there you can find easily about this display mode. Okay, this is all about our this first properties first section till here. Okay, so in tomorrow's class we will discuss about this visible properties from extractions and what is advanced properties. We will discuss in this class. Okay, so if you want to continue with the tomorrow's class, you need to register and you need to pay the fees to this DURGASOFT. So then we will continue.
Sir, will you teach end-to-end flow? So how we'll receive the requirement and how will you execute like a mini project kind of thing?
Yeah. That before see once you are done with your all the controls, then you can easily uh, I'll show you that one. Why? Because if you for example you have a requirement, I want a form like this. Some text box are here and controls drop down are here. So how you can place the drop down without knowing the drop down properties and without drop down control, without knowing about drop down. So that is the reason I'll show you one demo with a form and a view form and a navigation from one screen to another screen, and how to pass the parameters from one screen to another screen, and with that how to edit that form and how to save it that form. So everything end to end one application I will show you. So once we are done with our controls, okay, I'll show you complete form. Before going to the complete form, so we need to know about the controls. We need to know about the save functionality. So we need to know about all these things. So once we are done with this, then we can build our one form and we can play with that form. Okay,
Okay.
I'll explain you one application like that. No problem.
So can we store the data from these labels as well? Suppose if I
Yeah, you
enter
can show.
my username and something like that name should be present in the data table. Will that be possible from this pass forms to database?
Yeah, you can. You see, this data is fixed here. Okay,
Hmm.
so if you want to pass this, for example, we have a text here. If you want to pass this text to the database, you can pass.
Okay.
You can directly read this text label.text. We have option. So like that we can. For example, I'll show you. I am adding another label. Okay, this is a dependency. This label is on this label. So here simply what is this label? Label 2 underscore 2, right? Right. Okay. So label C 2 underscore 2 dot text. Okay. So same I am giving auto height here. We got the same. So while saving, you can give like this. It is completely dynamic.
Mhm.
So you are reading data from one database and you are saving data into another database. So while saving it, you can read from here. Directly you can give label.text. That's it.
Okay. So the Power Apps only, but about to form designing only, or any other things we can do?
Other design means what? Other
No,
things
no.
means
Like what REST API things, we have a lot of right backend.
you can call
So
it from or automate REST APIs.
okay, okay,
Yeah, you can see once you are ready with your REST API, you can call that REST API into this application by using this Power Automate.
okay. That
That's
you will
that's
teach in Power Automate, right?
yeah, that is possible. I'll explain you in Power
Okay,
Automate.
okay. So this Power Apps, how many days, and Power Automate, how many days, sir?
Completely both are 40 days. Mostly it will extend to 45 days. That's it. Max 40 to
Mhm.
45 days. Within 45 days we can close.
Okay, okay. And in interview, they will ask these properties and all, this label properties, image properties,
No,
like.
they won't ask. They won't ask.
Okay, okay. So will you provide any like interview assistance, like interview questions, resume
Definitely.
preparation?
While explaining about this control,
Mhm.
so in interview this I will get. So you need to concentrate on this area. So I will explain you in detail
Okay,
for every function and for every control.
okay.
In label control, nothing to do, and they will not ask anything in about label control.
No, no, I'm not asking about control. And this properties, like we have some
No,
dependency, right? Overridden,
they
display
won't
mode
ask.
on.
They won't ask.
Okay,
No,
okay,
they won't ask it. In real-time scenarios, they will ask. Like, uh, I want to show or hide based on the user login. How we can do that?
hmm,
So like that, they will ask.
okay, okay.
The conditions, how we can apply conditions. So
Mhm.
that is the real-time scenarios they will ask. You don't need to worry about these properties, font
Okay,
style, size, this everything. Nothing to worry about this one. Okay,
okay.
just this is here you need to mainly you need to use this auto height. Okay,
Hmm.
so and based on some requirements you need to change your line height here, your line height. So otherwise you will not change any line height here. Why? Because this application is will show only within this window. So this is readable. So this will not uh, this is not like any like ugly. It is just simple and you can read easily. So there is no nothing to worry about this line height. It's by default 1.2 we have. So that's it. If you want to increase, you can increase. That's depend on your requirement. That's it. Otherwise, by default only all applications by default 1.2 itself. That's it. Why?
Okay.
Because if you increase the size, this will occupy the space. So we have only this much of space we have. So within the space, you need to implement your you need to concentrate on your design. So if you provide this line head, this will occupy another space, extra space. So with that extra space, what this is used, no useful, right? No use.
Yep.
So that's why by default it will take 1.2 itself.
Okay. So
This
we
is
have a
very
power tool.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, sir.
yes.
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So this is very useful even if you want to read any data from the database, whether it is reading properly or not, you can add a label and apply that particular condition to this label and you can check. So that purpose also it will be this control will be useful.
Okay. Okay. And we have, as you said in the first class, we have Power BI as well, right? In the it's a subset of our apps. So
Yes,
how frequently will use that Power BI?
RBI is a reporting tool, right? So that is only for presenting the data. So that you are ready with your Power BI dashboard, then you can add a chart like a Power BI tile here. Simple. You can add here. Then you can choose all this Power BI dashboard and title, everything you can choose from here. Simple. That is also very simple. If you are ready with your Power BI, that is also here you can easily apply here. See this Power BI tile we have. That's
Okay.
it. To add workspace here, you need to choose within the workspace how many dashboards we have. So you can choose dashboards here and title. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm only the one, I think, in the class. So just wanted to confirm
So
whether you will be continue with the class or how. I think I'm only the one is attending this class.
I don't know that I need to check with the DURGASOFT team.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, just let me know, sir, if you're able to continue.
Yeah, that's depend on who are registered with paying this fees. So then I need to check with them. And
Okay.
if even 1 or 2 persons also, we will continue this class.
So for me, it will continue if I can able to
Yeah,
register.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, even that will be helpful to you as well. Why? Because see, uh, explaining in the multiple persons and explaining it to the but only single person, that is completely different. So we can
Yeah.
spend some more time and we can discuss. That's not a big problem,
Okay.
and that
Okay,
that
sir.
will also helpful to you also. We can cover more real-time scenarios and we can cover more features.
Okay. Okay. Fee only bit high, sir. Just have concern on that.
Then in that case, you can discuss with them, and
Okay.
they'll explain you in detail.
Fine, fine, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.